My name is Kelty Foreman. My business name is Sensible Canine Training in Boise, Idaho.
What type of dog training do you specialize in?
I specialize in nervous system regulation for pet dogs, and so I use scent detection to give dogs a job so they can have more fulfillment in life, and then we can start regulating their nervous system, and then their bad behaviors start to go down because the bad behaviors are just a cry for help because the dog doesn't know how to feel safe in a human world.
How long have you been in business?
I opened my LLC in December of 2023, and I got my first client January of 2024. So I kind of say January of 24 is when I started. So we're almost at 2 years.
Nice. And is that when you started training dogs, or did you have like prior experience before opening up your business?
Yeah, I started training dogs when I was like fresh into college. I was getting my degree in psychology while working at a doggy daycare. And
Nice.
all of the concepts in psychology I could just apply to every dog I was surrounded with. I was in a yard with like 50 dogs at a time. So I was
Nice.
holding a book. It was like a thick book of all the dog breeds. And so I'd sit there and memorize while getting to actually look at the breed I was reading about and just fell in love with their behavior and like learning how to massage them and like change the energy of the room because dogs are so sensitive to that. And then that just ignited my hunger to learn more. The rest is history. Now I've just been training and hiring people and just busy and happy.
Well, Kelty, what were your, biggest struggles before joining, Canine or having us run your ads?
That is a great question. There were like very distinct feelings I remember of just like this month was really good, but am I going to be able to replicate this again and make my income continue to grow? And so it always felt like a repeat of the last month. There was never growth. Like until I met you guys, I was like, I just need I need something. And then
Hmm.
Ryan called me. Like I didn't even really seek you guys out. I just interacted with an ad.
Hmm.
And then Ryan called me. I was like, what is this? And then sat down and was like, wait, oh my gosh. This is the thing that is stressing me out the most. And so
Hmm.
it just like perfectly aligned and helped me with exactly what I needed.
Was that like the only way that you were getting leads through like that store and having like your business card, or were you doing like something else?
I tried a Google ad service for a little bit,
Hmm.
and that I was very disappointed with. They promised a lot of things. They promised to be like going in and updating my Google profile every day and posting things to keep me relevant, keep me like on the top three list of dog trainers, and they just under delivered. And it
Hmm.
was so expensive, like ridiculously expensive. And so I was like, that's not gonna work. And then, just word of mouth, social media, posting on Nextdoor. But yeah, I was just like crossing my fingers every month that I would get a few clients.
Hmm.
So yeah, definitely not as secure as what I have now.
I know you say you saw an ad and then Ryan called you. Like, what made you take that, action?
I think Ryan did a really good job of breaking me out of my limiting beliefs and telling
Mm.
me like it is possible. Because what he did was like primed me with this excitement of like my dream life, my ideal life. Like, what would you be doing? Like, what are your goals? And he's like, just don't care. Like, don't worry about money. Just what do you want for your life? And so I got to like get into that headspace of like owning a facility and having passive income and getting to travel and getting to dance, like all of the things that I wasn't doing when we were on the call, I'm doing now, which is crazy, but that was like besides the point. But yeah, he did a really good job of getting me excited about the potential, and then he made me feel like you guys, like I was in good hands with you guys and that would be possible. And
Hmm.
you guys over delivered, and like it wasn't just like a sales tactic. Like it can
Hmm.
be, but he was honest and like everything he said was true. And
Hmm.
every month like still Ryan checks in on me and he's still just like will check in like a friend and be like, "Yo, I'm seeing your dance videos. You're killing it." Like I just feel like family with you guys and it's been great. Just yeah, so I committed because you guys were authentic, but also like reminded me of my power and like what I am
Mhm.
capable of. With the right help and delegation, we can accomplish anything.
What's like your, I guess like favorite thing about Canaan? Or like, how we offer, leads, we offer community, we offer sales. Like, do you have that one thing that just stands out to you like the most?
Um, that's a good question because there's a lot of things like they all go hand in hand. I love the CRM. I'm just so grateful I have access to it because yeah, it's just like you guys have made it so easy to use and yeah, I love that. I love the communication, the group chat that we have. It's very easy to get a hold of you guys. My other marketing team, it was all through email and I would
Mm,
rarely hear from them and I would email them and not hear back for like a month. And I'm like, what's going on? I like the whole month went by and then you charged my card and then I look and nothing happened. And so it just was like it didn't feel honest. But
mhm,
I love just how many people are on your team that how consistently they all check in with us and that you guys are very caring towards all the people that I add to my team, to Eva and Sarah and everyone that's come and gone. Yeah, just it really just feels like family. It's hard because I'm now surrounded by so much high quality people and
mhm.
everything that I request gets done under you guys, so I forget like lower quality companies do exist. I'm like lucky right now, just that I don't have to worry about that.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, sorry you went through that, but now I'm glad that you're in good hands.
Makes me more grateful for what I have now.
Or what kind of, revenue or sales growth have you been seeing since like joining? I know you talked about the last marketing company, but like how have you seen growth?
Uh, Before I was like some months I would make like 2,000, some I'd make like 5,000. I think like one of the months I made like 7 or 8 and I was like in disbelief and it was shocking. But now like you guys have really challenged my mindset on money and just like taking away the idea that it's hard to make and that I have to like hold on to it so tightly. But instead,
Hmm.
like I get to now pay my employees like more money than they've ever made in their life. I actually had one of my employees call me last month and cry on the phone saying, I've never had this much freedom and money in my bank account in my life. She's almost 30, so I mean, she's still young. Like we're all still
Hmm.
really young, but our childhood has such a huge role on how we perceive money in the world. And so she was just crying like in with gratitude. And then I was so emotional because that was all my dream all along is like give someone the ability to completely alter their life and live their dream life. And so now she's just consistently been making like 10K months. So yeah, that's just like I couldn't have done that without you guys, no doubt. So thank you
That's
guys.
awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, you can give us a lot of credit, but a lot is you too. Like your hustle, like you're very open-minded and like, every time we ask, like we was like, hey, we suggest this, like you're like, okay, cool, let's do it. And every time we're like, hey, Kelty, like, video kind of plateaued. Can you give us like, new videos within that, not even 24 hours, like I get those videos. So it's like, as much credit, as you give us, like a lot is just because you're very coachable, you show up, like you keep doing the small things and and that goes like a very, very long way. So I applaud you for like, being able to do all of that stuff and like being able to pay one of your employees like 10,000 and be able to, you're changes people's lives, you know? So
You. It
that's
was a
all
lot.
you. Any specific wins or stories that really stand out since joining?
I think August was my biggest month, and that was almost 20K. Which I know I
Nice.
could be making way more. Like, I
Mhm.
know I can make way more, and I will.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
that's
Yeah.
still like that was a big jump from what I was used to.
Yeah.
Like 5 to 7K was an average for a while when it was just me.
Mhm.
Because there was only so much that I could handle on my own
Yeah.
without being so burnt out. But now I'm just hiring more people, delegating, and then yeah, just more cash flow.
You're just very, entrepreneurial, if that's the word, if I said it right, like you value your time, you value what you do what you love doing, and then so it's like you have this system where it's, bringing in money while you're not, working, 24/7 on the business, it's just
Right.
automating cash flow for you. And
Yeah.
that's a very hard thing to accomplish. Um, but you did it.
Yeah,
You're doing
that's
it.
my main goal. It's like, yeah, I could grind harder and make more money, but I wouldn't be happy. And
Hmm.
like, I want to make sure that the money I make is authentic and it was in flow with and in
Hmm.
alignment with what I was enjoying doing.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, it's like a slow build, but I know I'm gonna start making more money than I've ever seen in my life, and it's gonna be so authentic, and the money will come from such a good place where I'm not burnt out because I
Hmm.
have experienced burnout like here and there, it'll come and go. But then the burnout is awesome because I just get to rethink what I'm doing because it's kind of like it like causes friction and it makes me realize like, oh, something needs to change. I'm burnt out for a reason. Like
Hmm.
let's look at this, reassess and change some things. And so I'm always grateful for when burnout happens. Like last week I was like, oh, I'm so tired. And so the last few days I've just been in my room changing everything and like now I have so much passion and excitement. And so yeah, I'm grateful for when I get that way because it's
Yeah.
just we have to continue to grow and change things.
If another dog trainer, is on the fence about working with us, like, what would you tell them?
I would give them the same kind of speech I said in the beginning on just like how Ryan kind of made me feel.
Hmm.
Like if this is like I would kind of ask them what their goals are and what they want for the business and make sure that like they want more eyes on them because you guys
Hmm.
will make that happen. Because that's what I've over the past year, Ryan and all the other people, the setters have sent people my way to talk to, and I've
Hmm.
loved doing that because I just get to talk to them and ask them why they want more business, like do they want more business, what their goals are, and then I tell them super honestly what my experience has been and how I've filmed the mini course and all the ads and the like support in the group chats and make them like really see like you can have this because this is
Hmm.
really awesome and I say like, yeah after I signed with Canine Conversions I found an indoor off like an office space right after because I feel like they made me believe that that was possible like they weren't the ones that did it they just opened my eyes to that being possible so I tell them all the wins I experienced and the mindset shifts and the materials that you guys provide and all the opportunities. So that's what I've done. And I think it's worked for a lot of people that I've called.
Why do you think that, canine in our services work for people and not for others?
Um, it's it requires a lot more commitment than I think some people are willing to put in. Like
Hmm.
if you want to succeed under this company, you have to we have to give you guys energy and like give you the videos that we film and our ideas because you guys aren't here. That's the thing. It's like I think a lot of people expect the marketing team to do everything and like be the artistic and the creative mind behind the business, but you guys aren't. And no marketing team could be in place of someone that created the business. Like I'm the face of the company. So I can't
Hmm.
just expect you guys to create the content. Like
Hmm.
it's me. So it's a partnership and we become stronger when we work together. But I think it's the people that they're just like, oh, I hired them, but they're not doing what I want. They're not doing enough. Like they didn't whatever. Like I
Hmm.
always tell people on the phone, like you are going to be involved. Like you have to be. Get
Hmm.
comfortable behind a camera because that's the new movement in just all marketing and social media in general. It's not just you guys that like, oh, this marketing team requests videos, like we have to do all this work. But no, it's like we get to do this. Like that's awesome.
What would you say to someone who's afraid to move forward with us?
I would ask them, why are you afraid? And they'd probably tell me it's about money. And
Hmm.
then I'd go into the whole money speech, just about like money is just an energetic frequency. And like wherever
Hmm.
you put your attention, the money will grow. And so
Hmm.
like I had a fear when I first signed, like, but then Ryan kind of like eased me into it. He's like, why are you letting money, why are you putting that above your dreams? And
Hmm.
I think that that changed my life because like what's the point of just living in fear of spending money because you're just living in this bubble of like just having enough.
Hmm.
Just every month it's just I can't ever do that because I just don't have enough. Then you're just building up this pattern for the rest of
Hmm.
your life that you're never able to have your dream life because it's just costs too much. But that's
Yeah.
such a lie. Such a lie. Like money just isn't actually real. It's numbers on a screen. And I believe like it's all mentality. Set your mind to it. You will make the money to pay for what you believe you deserve.
Hmm.
And I know that's such a hard conversation for some people to have because they can't break out of the logical idea of like, I don't have the money. Like, how, what do you mean? Like, you want me to do this, but I don't have it. And so the
Hmm.
logical side of things usually will hinder that conversation with people. But I don't care anymore. I just decided like I'm gonna say what's on my mind, and then whatever sticks will stick. But yeah, it's just like, do you value your dreams and your gifts and your passions and your fulfillment over money, or do you worship money over that? And so,
Hmm.
like, you get to choose. You live a bad life or a really awesome life, and you trust that God will provide because you're tapping into those gifts and the joy and the fulfillment
Hmm.
that we try to train dogs to find.